When people search for the 2026 Honda VN7, what they're really looking for is one of Honda's most important motorcycles in decades. The name itself has caused confusion online, but the truth is simple. The bike is called the Honda WN7, and it represents Honda's first true attempt at a full-size electric naked motorcycle designed for real-world riders, not just urban commuters or experimental prototypes. This is not a concept anymore. This is Honda stepping fully into the electric future, and they're doing it in a very Honda way, quietly confident, technically refined, and aimed straight at the heart of the middleweight motorcycle segment. The WN7 is scheduled to arrive in Europe in early 2026, with production starting in late 2025, and it's already being talked about as a turning point for electric motorcycles. Unlike earlier electric bikes that focused purely on novelty or extreme performance, the WN7 is about balance. It's designed to feel familiar to riders who've spent years on petrol-powered machines, especially those used to 600cc class naked bikes. Honda's goal here isn't to shock the world with insane top speeds or wild styling. The goal is to make electric motorcycling feel normal, usable, and genuinely enjoyable. At the heart of the WN7 is an 18-kilowatt water-cooled electric motor, but that number alone doesn't tell the full story. At peak output, the motor can deliver up to 50 kilowatts, which translates to around 67 horsepower. On paper, that puts it right in line with traditional 600cc internal combustion motorcycles, and that comparison is very intentional. Honda has openly stated that the WN7 is meant to deliver a riding experience equivalent to a middleweight ice bike, but with the instant response and smoothness that only electric motors can provide. Torque is where things get really interesting. The WN7 produces a massive 100 Nm of torque, a figure that's closer to what you'd expect from a leader-class motorcycle. And because this torque is available instantly, without revs or gear changes, the bike feels incredibly responsive off the line. Urban riding, overtakes, and tight twisty roads are exactly where this bike is expected to shine. You don't need to chase red lines or plan downshifts. You just twist the throttle, and the power is there. Top speed is estimated at around 80 miles per hour, or roughly 129 kilometers per hour. That might not sound impressive compared to high-performance electric bikes, but again, that's not what the WN7 is trying to be. This is a naked roadster designed for everyday use, commuting, weekend rides, and relaxed touring on secondary roads. Honda has clearly prioritized efficiency, range, and rideability over headline-grabbing speed figures. Powering the WN7 is a fixed 15.5 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery. Unlike some electric motorcycles that use removable batteries, Honda has gone with a solid, integrated design. This battery isn't just a power source, it's a structural element of the bike itself. The battery case doubles as part of the chassis, creating a frameless construction that reduces weight, improves rigidity, and allows for a slimmer overall profile. It's an elegant engineering solution that reflects Honda's long history of practical innovation. In terms of range, Honda claims the WN7 can cover over 80 miles, or about 130 kilometers, under World Motorcycle Test Cycle conditions. Real-world range will obviously vary depending on riding style, speed, and terrain, but this figure places the WN7 firmly in the usable daily riding category. This isn't a bike that forces you to constantly worry about the next charging point. It's designed to fit into a normal riding routine, whether that's commuting during the week or heading out for longer rides on the weekend. Charging is another area where Honda has taken a very practical approach. The WN7 supports CCS2 fast charging, allowing the battery to go from 20 to 80% in approximately 30 minutes. That means a quick coffee stop can give you a meaningful boost in range. For home charging, an 6 kVA wallbox can fully charge the battery in under 3 hours. This flexibility makes the WN7 far more convenient than earlier electric motorcycles that required long overnight charging times. Despite being an electric motorcycle with a sizable battery, the WN7's weight is kept to a reasonable level. It tips the scales at around 478 pounds, or 217 kilograms. That's heavier than a traditional 600cc naked bike, but lighter than many people expect for a full-size electric motorcycle. Honda's careful mass centralization and low center of gravity should help the bike feel stable and predictable, especially at low speeds and in urban environments. Visually, the VN7 strikes a balance between futuristic design and classic naked bike proportions. The production model is based on Honda's earlier EV-Fun concept, and much of that concept's character has made it to the final version. The design is clean, purposeful, and surprisingly timeless. Instead of sharp, aggressive angles, Honda has gone for smooth surfaces and a slim silhouette that won't feel dated in a few years. One of the standout design features is the single-sided swing arm, which not only looks premium but also makes rear-wheel maintenance easier. The front end features stacked headlights with full LED lighting throughout the bike. The lighting design is modern without being over the top, reinforcing the idea that this bike is meant to be lived with, not just admired in a showroom. The cockpit is centered around a 5-inch color TFT display that provides all the information you'd expect from a modern electric motorcycle. Dedicated EV layouts show battery status, remaining range, energy consumption, and charging information in a clear and intuitive way. Honda has also included smartphone connectivity through the Honda RoadSync app, allowing riders to access navigation, calls, and music directly from the display. Small details show how much thought Honda has put into everyday usability. The handlebar switches are backlit, making them easy to use at night, and the indicators are auto-canceling, reducing distraction while riding. Safety features include Honda's emergency stop signal system, which automatically flashes the hazard lights during hard braking to alert traffic behind you. It's a subtle feature, but one that could make a real difference in busy urban environments. Practicality hasn't been overlooked either. There's a USB Type-C charging port located under the seat, perfect for keeping your phone or other devices charged on the go. Honda is also offering an 11 kilowatt version of the VN7 that complies with A1 license regulations in Europe, making the bike accessible to newer riders and expanding its potential audience. When it comes to pricing, the VN7 has sparked plenty of discussion. In the UK, the official listed price is £12,999. That places it above many traditional commuter motorcycles and even some competing electric models. Some critics argue that this makes it expensive for a bike that isn't focused on high performance. However, others point out that Honda's build quality, reliability, charging technology, and dealer support add significant value, especially for riders who want a hassle-free ownership experience. Pre-orders have already been available in parts of Europe, with early promotions including accessories like a free tailbag. As of now, there's no official confirmation about availability in the United States, but interest is clearly growing. Given Honda's global reach, it wouldn't be surprising to see the VN7 or a closely related model arrive in other markets in the near future. More than anything, the 2026 Honda VN7 represents a shift in mindset. This isn't Honda chasing trends or trying to outdo rivals with extreme numbers. It's Honda doing what it does best, taking new technology and refining it into something practical, reliable, and accessible. The VN7 doesn't shout about the future. It quietly delivers it, one smooth, silent ride at a time. For riders who've been curious about electric motorcycles but hesitant to make the leap, the VN7 could be the bike that changes everything. It feels familiar yet forward-looking, modern without being intimidating, and engineered with the kind of attention to detail that Honda is known for. Whether you call it the VN7 by mistake or know it correctly as the VN7, one thing is clear. This motorcycle isn't just another electric experiment. It's Honda laying the foundation for what everyday electric motorcycling could look like in the years ahead.